26th, it's time for the Parish Noticeboard. And as you can see this week, I'm in the car. I'm on the M180 at the moment, heading towards the East Riding, which means it's going to be a little bit different when it comes to guess where I am this week. Let's see what I've got for you. So, guess where I am. The reason it's going to be different is because you can see where I am. I'm on the M180, I've just told you that. Now, last week, you might remember that I said we were heading up to the East Riding to do at least 6. I've got Nikki with me. There's Nikki's hand. I don't know whether you can see that, but there you go. So, instead of guessing where I am this week, how about guessing where I'm going? We're driving straight to our first village in the East Riding, and this little run of 6 that I'm going to be doing. And I'll give you a clue as to where it is. It's just to the northeast of Hull, and it begins with an S. Let's see if anybody out there can guess what it is. That brings us to last week's answer. You remember last week I was in a pretty little garden under the shade of a tree, and trust me, the shade of that tree was very much needed. It was very hot where I was, and that place where I was in front of a World Peace Flame. A little fun fact for you, that World Peace Flame is certainly not the only one you can find in Britain. The original World Peace Flame you can find in Bangor in North Wales, and that one was lit from it. You can find that one, by the way, in the village of Scholes. It's in the parish of Barwick in Elmet and Scholes, and that's coming out in the Leeds series very soon. Okay, next it's the road to 5,000 subs. I promised you last week I would give you a weekly update on how many we've got between now and when I actually hit 5,000. It's on 4,580 something, I believe. I don't know the exact figure, but it will be down there in the box below. We're getting ever closer, so like I keep saying to you, whatever you're doing, guys, keep doing it because it's really helpful. When I get to 5k, I've got that fantastic video to show you where I went up in a glider. Also last week, you remember I introduced the damage control section where I fix up any little errors that I made in the previous week's 7 videos. It was kind of pointless introducing it, to be honest with you, because this week I haven't made any. No one said anything about any of the videos which came out between last Friday and this last Thursday. So yeah, that's really good. If I can keep doing that from now on, it'll be good, won't it?
Yeah, we can stop doing the damage control.
It can stop doing it, yeah. No, it'll definitely stay around for a while because I do still make little occasional errors, but obviously in the last 7 I haven't made any, which is great. I want to keep that going. And last week, of course, was the first time I mentioned the parish meeting. Now, I promised you I would have decided when to do that every month, and I have decided when it's going to be. It's going to be on the first Monday of every month, and it will be at around 7 or 7:30 in the evening on that Monday every month. So that means the first one is coming up pretty soon, because obviously today is June the 26th, so it's actually going to be next week, next Monday. Not this Monday as in tomorrow, but the week after, if that makes sense. So yeah, mark that one in your calendar. The first ever parish meeting will be taking place, and it will be done via a live stream on YouTube. The whole Zoom idea, I decided to not go with that. As someone rightly pointed out, parish meetings on a Zoom call have a very unfortunate history, don't they? I'm sure the name Jackie Weaver is familiar to some people. Anyway, it will be a live stream and it will be on YouTube, and the first one is coming up very soon. Now, the next thing is to do with something, a YouTube feature that I didn't know existed until very recently, but thanks to the wife here. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road, woman. Yeah, YouTube has a feature called Super Thanks, and I didn't know it existed. When you turn it on, you can send little donations to the channel that you're watching, and these donations range from, I think it's £2 up to, is it 50? Is it £50 it goes up to?
I think you can
if you like what you see, you can make a small donation. I think you can use PayPal to do it. So
Via Google Pay.
Via Google Pay, yeah. However it's done, you can now send those to me. Of course, you have to be monetized to do it. The channel has been monetized for ages, but I never knew that feature existed. So now that I know it exists, I've turned it on, and if you wish to send me a little donations, then you know it all helps. It all goes to keeping the channel going.
Yeah, it's just something in addition to the buy me a coffee and stuff.
Yeah,
another way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's another way. So yeah, super thanks. I don't personally know how to use it because I haven't used it myself, but I'm sure you guys out there who are. I know you have, but I haven't. So I'm sure you guys out there know more about how to use those kind of things than I do. I just concentrate on filming the videos. Right, so there are some Suffolk videos coming out soon, as well, you know, because we were in no, go again.
Super Sunday, isn't it? Super Sunday? No.
Free for all Sundays.
Free for all Sundays.
Yeah. So as you know, there are some Suffolk videos coming out as a result of us being on holiday earlier this year. There are 4 in total: Lound, Blunderston, Somerleyton, Ashby and Herringfleet. That one was a mouthful to say, by the way. And Corton. Those are the 4 Suffolk videos. Now, obviously, these videos have their own introduction, the East Suffolk series, you know, much like you're used to with the other series. And at the beginning of each of those introductions, there's a flag. There's a flag of the county. Every county of England has a flag, with the exception of the city of Bristol. It's the only one that doesn't. Now, the flag that I've used for Suffolk, I've actually used the old one, and I didn't know until literally a couple of days ago that Suffolk now has a new flag. They adopted it in 2017. So technically speaking, the flag I've put in the video is not the wrong flag, it's just the old one. But I thought it'd be pertinent to show you the new flag now, just so you know what it looks like and how it's changed from the old one. The old one was yellow and it had a little shield on it with water at the bottom, and there was a sun symbol. I'll show you it here in the video, right here and now. And the new one is a little bit different. As you can see, it's a bluey colour and it's got a bit of a different design. That's the flag that I, technically speaking, should be using, but by the same token, the flag I have used isn't wrong. But I just want to make sure people realise that I didn't know that until a couple of days ago. So I'm not going back and changing the videos now, it's pointless. But yeah, both flags are still Suffolk, it's just that one's old and one's new. Okay, I'm now off the M180, I'm now on the A15, I'm heading for the Humber Bridge, which means the East Riding's getting closer. And it's time to wrap this episode of the Parish Noticeboard up and tell you what I'm doing next week. So next week is a bit of a bumper week. On Tuesday, I'll be going to Sandyacre and Sawley in Erewash, and those are the last 2 in the district, which is incredible to think that I didn't start it all that long ago and all of a sudden it's finished, but that's what happens when there's only 14 in it. So on Tuesday, Erewash will be completed. On either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going into Newark and Sherwood because I've got a meeting with a guy who's doing a report for BBC Radio Nottingham, and I'm going to either, please forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, Kelham or Averam. I believe Averam is actually pronounced Aram. You Newark guys out there will probably be able to tell me if that's the case or not. So one of those 2 villages will be done on either Wednesday or Thursday. Might even do them both, actually. You know, while I'm in the area, I might as well get both of them done.
When in Rome.
When in Rome, yeah, do as the Romans do. And then on Friday, I'll be up into Leeds, and I'm taking on 4, which are all very close to Leeds Bradford Airport. There's Carlton, there's Poole, or as it's sometimes known, Poole in Wharfdale, Bramhope and Arthington. And that's pretty much it. That's what the plan is for next week. And all that's left to do is tell you what's coming up on the channel this week, and that's coming your way right now. I've been Andy, and that's been Nikki, or rather that's been Nikki's hand, if nothing else. And I've been the Village Idiot, and I'm out.